I don't know why I haven't. So I'm excited that I finally have done it, because already in the first, like, the not even in the chapter, the, like, I mean, the book hadn't even started in the whatever you call it before, talking about his story and what had happened to him. I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to know more. Like, how did you even live? So we are starting with chapters 1 and 2. And honestly, I had to stop myself from going on, because I was like, I have the Audible. What about you guys? I want to hear, who is listening or who is reading?
Confession, just got the, oh, sorry, Taylor.
Oh, you're good.
Go, Taylor.
I'm reading it.
You're reading it?
Yeah.
And I like doing that, because I like highlighting and then, like, referring back. So I feel like I should get the hard copy so I can, like, read it again, because I've listened to Audibles multiple times. But do you like reading it?
Yeah, I do a lot. And, like, I'm more of, like, a visual person, not, like, an auditory person. So, yeah.
Right. What about everyone else?
I'm listening to it. Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. Sorry. I saw that there's someone in the chat.
I'm listening to it. I have a long drive to work, so I love Audible. I listen to so many books, so that's perfect for me.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing as well on my way to work or when I'm getting ready. But it also is a bummer, because then I'm like, oh crap, let me, like, pause and write this quote down because he says so many great things. But okay. And then Kaylee said, downloaded the Audible.
I didn't know it was Audible until now. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. So I haven't listened or read any of it, but I didn't want to miss the first meeting. So I'm going to catch up, and I'll be all caught up next weekend.
It'll go fast too. Like,
yeah. And I'm listening just because, you know me, I'm so busy. So when I'm working out, when I'm driving to work, something, I'm just going to listen to it throughout the week.
Good deal. Jordan, same. She said the same. So, okay. And Amber, sorry. She's showering. Okay. Chapter 1. So it was called It's Time to Wake Up to Your Full Potential. I loved this. So I loved this quote. You have to wake up with determination if you want to go to bed with satisfaction. And I put that in the Facebook page the other day, because I was like, that is so true. Because for me anyway, I'm a teacher. And I know there are several teachers in this, group, and nurses and so on. But, like, at the end, and I'm not even a parent. Like, I don't even have kids. At the end of the day, there are days where I'm just, like, so exhausted. I'm like, I'm not satisfied. I need to be better in the morning, So, like, having that quote, like, you have to wake up right away in the morning with determination if you want to go to bed with satisfaction. I really like that. So in chapter 1, Kaylee, I mean, this is like, we're not gonna, like, ruin anything,
No, I don't care. It's fine. I expected it.
So he talks about maximizing your potential and creating the levels of success you truly want in every area of your life. Or are you settling for less and justifying that it's okay? I really like this because there are obviously different, things in our lives, different categories, like whether you're like your job and then maybe you do something on the side, then you have your family and then you have your kids. Like, are you actually maximizing your potential for all different areas, or justifying that, like, oh, it's okay that I didn't meal prep all, for the family because I got all these other things done. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I really like that because I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I didn't get those copies done for next week. I'll just do it in the morning because I did all this other stuff. But really, it's like, no, that's my job. I need to have them beforehand, So remembering that. What did you guys think of chapter 1 so far? Or I guess as to where I'm at. Anything you took away or highlighted?
I definitely like the whole idea of waking up early because, like you said, I'm exhausted at the end of the night. I put my kid to bed and then I just chill out because that's the only time I get to chill. So
right.
Do it first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I also like waking up in the morning because, like, you can't make excuses then. It's like you're waking up early to, like, exercise and stuff, like, right away. And so, like, later on, I'm like, no, I got to do this and this and this. I can't, like, work out or whatever. So,
yeah.
Definitely.
I thought it was interesting how he goes on to talk about how he started getting up at, like, 6, and then he felt so good. And so then he's like, I'm going to try 5. And then, was feeling really still good, like, better. And it's crazy because once you do like actually maximize your potential for that day, because as we know, like, yeah, I can be really good like on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then by Wednesday I'm like, snooze, or, you know, I'm not doing as many things or as I should be or maximizing. But it is cool to see how he, you know, you start feeling good and feeling accomplished. And so you want to get up more, you know, earlier so you have more time.
Yeah, when he said he like felt like a kid on Christmas morning, I was like, I never feel like that. So
Yeah, I need to get up.
yeah.
No, I could relate to that too, because like I thought about that feeling like, wow, that was so fun, you know, as a kid. And there are days where it's like when you have exciting things going on, like you want to wake up and like, you know, make sure your hair looks nice and like all the, you know. So,
Yeah.
So I'm excited, like moving forward into the book, because he talks a lot about like creating your level 10 life. So like what, you know, what that may look like in order for you to live the life of your dreams. So he said like things that he did was like talk about, or he thought about the things that he could gain. So like the things that he said was like every day waking up with more energy, lower stress levels, the best physical shape of your life, better all-around health, experience more gratitude, live your life purpose and have alignment with your visions. And like, I guess like that's kind of like, I'm wondering if these are the things he's going to be focusing on, talking about, and hitting with, because as we know, like I said, like you can wake up Monday and Tuesday and feel super like on top of it. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to work out. I'm going to, you know, read my personal development. I'm going to, you know, whatever source of gratitude, you know, you may do for yourself. But then like Wednesday, Thursday, you know, how you stay consistent with that to live your level 10 life. So some of these things I thought like were great because I guess one was about like, affirmations. He said like being able to affirm to yourself or reading these affirmations daily to remind yourself. And like, that's something I don't always do, you know, and like gratitude. I sometimes don't read my personal development book. That's why I was like super stoked to get this on Audible so I could have no excuse, you know? So it's cool to see other things that we can implement into our lives. Have you guys seen any of that or heard or thought of any of the things that you're like, oh, I should be doing that?
One thing I thought was so interesting, and I'm a teacher as well, was when he was saying, you know, we tell kids that they can be whatever they want when they grow up, and then at some point we change and we don't feel that way for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that resonated with me, I think, more than anything, because I'm like, I'm always telling my kids, you know, I teach 5th grade and telling them to go after whatever they want. And that's something that's really a strong value in my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not really doing that to my full potential. So I'm excited to see where he goes with that aspect.
Right. I agree.
I haven't read yet, so I'll just do a small comment because, you know, obviously reminds me a lot of the last 90 days, your start today journal. And I've started that the other day, October 1st. And I think that's helped me because I work 12-hour shifts, and sometimes when you're in the thick of it and you're just working 3 days in a row, you don't feel human. So it gives me time to remember, like time for me, and to remember like that I'm human and that there are great things, even though I'm going to work this terrible 12-hour night shift for 3 days in a row. Like it helps me remember that, no, you're lucky you get to do this. You don't have to do this. You get to do this. So hopefully that'll coincide. I'm thinking this book will coincide with the Start Today journal and really just help me appreciate that I am a nurse and be thankful. And instead of thinking I have to do it, more thinking I get to do it, because it's been very hard for me lately to be happy about nursing.
What it is you're doing. Well, and I really like how he started the book sharing that story, that like traumatic, like basic, like I was like, wait, he wrote the story. I'm pretty sure he's going to die. What's going on? You know, like, oh, he didn't die. Like it would, you know? And so it's crazy because then I'm like, and a lot of things in my life lately have been like making me believe and like appreciate life itself, and like being so, like Haley said, grateful that I have this opportunity to wake up in the morning and live this life. I need to be, you know, maximizing it. And so I like that he shared that at the beginning, because also I want to know more about why his girlfriend broke up with him in the hospital. I was like, what? Come on.
It's a little rude.
Yeah, what happened? Like, it wasn't his fault.
I thought she was gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we want to write him.
Uh-huh.
And
Sorry, Kaylee, that was a spoiler.
No, it's fine. I don't care. It's all right. I chose to get on the call.
It's okay. Okay, so then chapter 2, born out of desperation. So this quote, I love this as well. I'm like such a quote junkie. Success is something you attract by the person that you become. I love that because, and obviously I'm going to relate when we're talking about these things like to my life, and obviously you can relate it, different parts of your life. But like for me as a teacher, like it's my 5th year teaching. I'm feeling way like a much stronger teacher than I was, year 1. And so I'm feeling like, I don't know, you just feel like that success is something that is like attractive. Not saying like people are like, oh, you're attractive, you're an attractive teacher, but like, I feel like that's leaking out onto my students. And then it makes just an all around better environment. And like for my coaching business, same there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just really like that quote. And it's like it is a journey, like your life is a journey and who you're becoming, but how you're working on these things, the life-changing, things that get you there. So he said, so starting the routine, we kind of talked about that, like how he started. I loved how he was like, I think he went for a run or something, or push-ups. And then he's like, I had 6 minutes left. So he like set a time, 10 minutes, I think it was. And then I did 6 minutes of my wife's yoga video or whatever. And then the next day he started getting up earlier because, he was having more energy. He worked out. And if you want your life to be different, you have to be willing to do something different first. And I think that's something that is hard for people, like stepping out of your comfort zone, whether it is like, if you want to quit spending money, then like not have so much debt, you need to quit shopping, or you need to, whatever. If you want to lose 10 pounds and you have to, whatever, like it goes with everything in life. And whether it's like taking something out of your life or like for himself, like he's implementing all these different things. So the life-changing personal development activities. So 10 minutes each day. So what I want you guys to do, or what I thought we could do, was each week kind of just talk about one thing we are going to implement for that week. Like whether it is getting up 10 minutes early, whether it is getting up, whatever. Maybe it's not drinking wine when you get home from work, more water, whatever. Just like anything that can help better you to maximize your full potential, live your best life. So you guys want to talk about it, or you can chat, or, put it in the chat what you want to implement. Sorry, I keep wanting to take a drink, but talk.
I'll go real quick because I know this, I just started, even though it's like this is in my head. I'm a very big, like I get intimidated by my to-do list. Instead of like attacking my to-do list, I let my like to-do list like intimidate me. And then before you know it, it's been an hour and I haven't gotten anything done. What the frick? So I tell myself every day lately, I attack my to-do list. My to-do list doesn't control me. I control it. And I give myself 5 seconds. I count to 5 and I just do it. I don't want to, but I just say, okay, Kaylee, you're going to do this. You're going to do this laundry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or I also coach with Meg. So I say, okay, you're going to do your coach work. I know you're not in the mood. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, don't give myself a choice. I just count down and then I do it.
Right.
And I feel like that's helped me. I can get anxious by like simple things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let yourself do it that. Just break it down like you're fine and just do it.
Kaylee, you should start, because I've noticed this for myself at school. I'm way less motivated at school because it's like, squirrel. I'm just literally like a first grader. So like making like it in increments of like 3s. Like, okay, I'm going to do this, 1, 2, 3. And then get those done, then add to it. And I know
instead
sometimes
of having a 10-page.
Yeah. But then I might over here have like, have the 10-page because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Right.
So
I like that. Breaking it down so that you can attack it versus being like, holy shit, there's 15 things on here.
Yeah. Because I'm all about the cross off. Like,
yes, me too. And there are days where I truly do have 15 things on my to-do list that I want to get done that day, especially with working 12-hour shifts.
Right.
Your laundry doesn't get done. Your house does not get cleaned.
Right.
You're a ghost for those 3 days in a row. So when I get home, I really have a lot of shit to do. So that's something that I've started recently, whether it's planning my wedding, anything in life. that way I don't procrastinate, because when I procrastinate, I'm only even more anxious. Get the
Yeah.
freaking shit done. So here we go.
I also, I'm just sharing what like has worked for me. I also put at the top to accomplish rather than to do. Cause like to do to me is like, I don't want
A job.
Yeah, a job. But if I want to accomplish this. So I always write to accomplish.
Love it.
Yeah.
All about the mindset.
Okay, so anyone else want to share, or you can type it? Jordan said, I definitely want to implement his whole morning routine and definitely focus on shutting everything out, putting my phone away, and take advantage of my morning. Yes, I love that. Like just zoning into what those tasks are. For sure. Because there's times. Go ahead, Amber.
So what I did, like after reading or listening to those two chapters, is set my alarms. But I only set one morning alarm for myself versus like 10, because I used to take snooze. And I turned the snooze option off on my phone on my alarm, which I didn't know existed. And so I put times. Hold on, let me find my alarm here. And I put like get up to reach your goals as my like name of my alarm. And then at 5:10 in the morning, it says energize time. So I know like, hey, you have to start your workout, like, or you have to drink your energize 5:30, get your sweat on, and then 6:20, get ready to teach kinders. So I like know at those times, that's exactly what I need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And except for when Jake goes and turns off my alarm, because he's like, you look like you needed to sleep. And I was like, yeah, but I felt like shit yesterday because I didn't do what I had been doing all week, in all honesty. Like I was tired, and normally I'm super awake in the morning, and my 5-year-olds, they notice that stuff, which is super weird, because they asked me, they're like, Miss Smoot, are you okay? And I was, yeah, I'm fine. Like, we're good. We'll get through the day. So that's helped me already in like a week.
That's good. Anyone else want to share?
I think mine will be like morning workouts. This past week I've like been putting it off. It was midterms last week, so then I like didn't work out at all. And so like I definitely need to get back into that like workout routine. So like waking up at like 5, going to the gym, and then going on with my day. That's like my goal. So
that's a good goal. The first 2 days are probably going to be crappy, and then you're going to like day 3 wake up and feel super good, and then you're going to be like,
yeah. Well, I've been waking up early to start studying, so like I'm up normally. So
this may be better than studying. Like, oh, I can go
for sure. Yeah,
that's good.
I feel like I want to. Sorry, you go.
All right. No, you go.
No, you go. It's okay.
I really want to improve my nighttime routine so that I have less stuff to do in the morning, so that I can do some of the things that he was saying, because I work like an hour away from my house, and so I get up and it's just like chaos in the morning trying to get ready, and then I work pretty late at night, and so I don't make my lunches till the morning, and I never do it all week on Saturday or on Sunday or whatever. I don't pick out outfits ahead of time or anything. I make my mornings so much more difficult than they need to be. And so if I want to be able to spend some morning time for myself, then I need to be more proactive about setting myself up for success in the morning.
Right. And that's good that you like, that was like multiple things that you like are aware that you can improve on, That's good. I don't set my outfits out either. I know Amber has before.
I love it. I don't have to think about anything.
But I also like I'm a person that has like, let me just try it on.
Don't think about it.
No, but like in the morning, like, oh, not feeling it. Like, I don't know. Because that's one thing that takes me forever too.
Because I just talked to someone at work, and we were both like, even though we don't want to wear it, we set it out, and that's what you have to wear, because otherwise you're wasting your time. And you bought the clothes, you like your clothes. I mean, sometimes, you don't like them, but it is what it is, and it's one day.
Shoot, I just text her back. Yeah.
I like that.
That's true. Well,
You
maybe
just have
try it.
to be so indecisive, which I know that's hard because I am.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll still send Meg like 2 pictures, like it'll be like a change of pants, but the same top.
Yeah.
I'll still do that.
Sarah, what were you gonna say?
I feel like I need to stop with excuses on like my healthy eating habits. Because I feel like I've worked out. I work out every morning. I'm good with that. I feel like the whole personal development with the books, I've been pretty good with that. So it's like healthy eating. I'm like, oh, I just need to meal prep and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I see everyone doing it. I'm like, oh, they're so good. And I'm like, why aren't you doing that? So I have to. That's my mission. I wrote it on my to-do, my to accomplish.
There you go. Yes. That's good. Yeah. It like I was even thinking this yesterday as I grabbed Friday, as I grabbed my last meal prep out of the fridge for the week. I'm like, ugh, now I have to do this again on Sunday. You know, like all that hard work. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but it is just like a messy kitchen, you know, but it's worth it during the week because.
Yeah, because at my issue, like yesterday, I was like, oh, I don't have anything to eat. Let me order food at school. Well,
yeah, exactly.
One, I'm spending money. Two, I'm not eating good food.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to have the excuses and just do.
Well, if you need ideas on what to eat, I can help you there because I feel like I go through phases of like this, you know, this, like I got a lot of good ideas.
I might reach out to you guys because
I have very cheap ones too.
Okay.
Haley's a good baller on a budget. Okay, so let's all implement those things this week. Wait, did I say what I was going to do? I don't think I did. And I don't know what I want to do. Because I want to do it. Dang it. Okay, let me think for a sec. Okay, I'm going to do the thing that Amber said with the alarms. No snooze. Because my alarm is set always at 4 a.m., then like 4:03, 4:06. Like, I'm just going to do 4 o'clock, no snooze, and then the things throughout the morning. Because this past week I've been like working out, like cutting it so close, you know, like, oh, do I have time to work out? Or, okay, I'm going to do that. And then we'll all check back on next Saturday, and Janine will be leading it, but we can see, and then we'll add another we'll implement something else to add. Yep.
Will we have time to get on Saturday morning?
Yeah, probably.
I was just thinking that. We'll be gone, Kaylee.
We're going to be in Florida.
I forgot.
Okay, guys, I want to take a boom of us quick. Do you guys have anything else? No? Okay.
It was great meeting you guys.
Yes.
Too.
All right. Ready? 1.
Wait, is it a boom?
It's a boom.
Okay, so move a little. All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Cute. Okay. I'm going to post the recording in our Facebook group. And then I'm going to post this boom in our Facebook group. And I want you guys, Colleen, I want everyone to write their Instagram handle so that I have them. Okay.
Like in the chat right now? Well,
no. When I post it on Facebook, so then we can follow each other again. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good week, and we'll hopefully see you next Saturday.
Thank you.